students, in today's class we will discuss about seed. So what is seed? So seed is a fertilized and mature ovule. Seed is a fertilized and mature ovule. So after double fertilization, the ovules develop into seed. After double fertilization, the ovules develop into seed. So a seed has different parts. When you see the seed, it has different parts. So what are the parts present in the seed? So they are seed coat, one or two cotyledons, and an embryonal axis. So these are the different parts present in the seed. So what they are? So very first one it is seed coat. Second one it is one or two cotyledons, and third one it is embryonal axis. So what we are seeing here, so these are the two different seeds. One is the dicot seed and another one is the monocot seed. So when we are saying that it is a dicot seed, if seed has two cotyledons, then it is known as dicot seed. If seed has only one cotyledon, then it is known as monocot seed. Monocot seed. So let me discuss about different parts which are present in the seed. A seed always it consists of seed coat. Okay, so this seed coat, so which is double layered. Usually it is formed by the integuments. Recall the structure of ovule. So this in the ovule we have integuments. So after double fertilization, that integuments they will develop into what? Seed coat. They will develop into what? Seed coat. Integuments develop into seed coat. Understood? So this seed coat, it has two layers. How many layers present in the seed coat? That is two layers. What they are? So they are the outer one is testa and inner one is tegmen. So these are the two different layers which are present in this seed coat. So outer layer which is very hard, it is known as testa, and inner layer is the tegmen. Inner layer is the tegmen. And on this seed, if you observe, we have that is scar. So we have scar. So that scar is known as hilum. So point-like structure it is present on the seed. So that is known as what? Hilum. So what is this hilum? With this hilum only, so it is attached to the what? It is attached to the fruit. Okay, it is attached to with the hilum only. That is seed. It is attached to the fruit. It is attached to the fruit. So after that, so here on this seed coat, another that is point or opening what we are seeing, so that is the micropyle. So what it is? It is a micropyle. So what is this micropyle here? Micropyle is a small opening found on the seed coat. And what is the function of this micropyle here? So what is the function of micropyle on the seed coat or in the seed? So it facilitates the entry of water and oxygen into the seed during germination. When seed undergo germination, so it will provide oxygen and water for the germination of what? Seed. So this is the function of what? Micropyle. So in the seed. Understood? Okay. So these what you are seeing, so these are the two cotyledons. So these are the two cotyledons, so which are present so in this seed, because it is a dicot seed. So you are studying about bean. So here we are seeing two, that is cotyledons. We are seeing two cotyledons. This is the first and this is the second. So these are the two cotyledons. So and generally these cotyledons are very thick and they stored, that is reserve food material. So usually storage of food material takes place where? In the cotyledons. Okay, where? In the cotyledons. And this what is the function of this cotyledon? It give nourishment for the developing embryo. So it give nourishment for the what? Developing embryo. So if you see here, so this what you are seeing. So in this dicot seed, so upper one what you are seeing, so it is a plumule, and lower part it is a radicle. So here what you are seeing, so we are seeing here, so two different parts in the dicot seed, that is plumule and radicle. So this plumule is the what? This plumule, it is a embryonic shoot. What this radicle? It is a embryonic root. So after seed germination, so this plumule or embryonic, this shoot, it develops into shoot system, whereas radicle develops into what? Root system. Whereas radicle develops into what? Root system. So these are the different parts present in the seed. Different parts present in the dicot seed. Okay. So here, based on the another thing what we are seeing here, based on the presence of endosperm. Okay, so it is classified into two different types. Okay, that is endospermic seed, and non-endospermic seed. Endospermic seed and non-endospermic seed. If the endosperm is completely consumed the mature seed, then it is called as non-endospermic seed. Okay, non-endospermic seed. If endosperm is completely consumed the mature seed, if you don't have any kind of food in the endosperm, then it is known as non-endospermic seed. So example is, it is a bean. So what you are seeing here, this dicot seed, so this is the non-endospermic seed, because we don't have that is reserved food material in the seed, that is we don't have that is endosperm in this seed. So where this storage of food material takes place? In this bean. Storage of food material takes place in this bean in the cotyledons. If you don't have that is endosperm in the seed, then it is known as non-endospermic seed. Example for this, it is a bean. So another one is there, that is endospermic seed. Endospermic seed. So when it is known as endospermic seed, if a part of endosperm present in a mature seed, then it is called endospermic seed. If endosperm it is present in the seed, then it is known as endospermic seed. If food it is stored in the endosperm, okay, and it is available for the embryo, then it is known as endospermic seed. Okay, based on the presence of endosperm, so they are classified into two different types, that is endospermic seed and non-endospermic seed. So here what you are seeing, this bean is a endospermic seed, whereas monocot seed is a bean is a non-endospermic seed, whereas monocot seed is a endospermic seed. Understood? Okay. So now we will study about this monocot seed, that is maize. Monocot seed, that is maize. So if you see this maize, so this maize has also different parts. There's also different parts. So what they are? So very first one, what you are seeing, it is a pericarp, seed coat, aileron layer, coleoptile, plumule, radicle, coleorhiza, cotyledons and endosperm. So these are the different parts present in the monocot seed. So in the monocot seed, so we have different parts here. So what they are? So very first one, it is endosperm, pericarp, seed coat, aileron layer, coleoptile, plumule, radicle, coleorhiza and cotyledon. So these are the different parts present in the monocot seed. So we will study one by one. So very first one, it is pericarp. So very first one, it is pericarp and seed coat. I am showing here that is together, this pericarp and seed coat. So here in this maize, so usually fruit is single seeded. So in the maize, fruit is a single seeded. So that's why it is known as what? Grain. When it is known as grain, if fruit it is a single seeded and there is no differentiation between fruit wall and seed coat. If there is no differentiation between seed coat and fruit wall, then it is known as what? Grain. So here what you are seeing, so pericarp is the fruit wall, whereas seed coat. So they are present together here. Okay, they are fused together. There is no differentiation in between pericarp, that is fruit wall. What is pericarp here? Fruit wall and seed coat. So there is no differentiation between pericarpine seed coat. So this kind of this fusion, where it is present? It is present in some plants like maize. In some plants like maize, and usually that kind of that is seeds. So they are known as what? Grains. Usually they are known as what? Grain. Understood? So why we are known as why it is known as grain? If there is no differentiation between pericarp, that is fruit wall, and seed coat, so then it is known as what? Grain. Okay, second one what you are seeing, it is aleuron layer. So what is this aleuron layer? Just below this that is seed coat. So just below this husk. So this whenever we have fusion of this pericarp and seed coat, then it is known as husk. What it is known? Husk. So below this husk, so we have another layer, that is aleuron layer. Just below the husk we have aleuron layer. What is husk? So it is a fusion of pericarp and seed coat. So below the husk we have aleuron layer. So this aleuron layer, so what is the function of this aleuron layer? So usually they also stores protein. Usually storage of proteins, where it takes place? It takes place in the aleuron layer. So that's why whenever you are eating this maize or different, that is grains, what we are using in our daily life, they are rich with the proteins. Why? Because of this presence of aleuron layer. Because in the aleuron layer, so there is a storage of proteins takes place. Storage of what takes place here? Proteins takes place. Understood? So next one, it is what you are seeing. So this is the area what you are seeing. So this is the cotyledon. So below this endosperm, what we have? Cotyledon. So this is the cotyledon. So it is an endospermic seed. Remember this, students. So it is an endospermic seed. If endosperm persists in the seed, then it is known as what? Endospermic seed. So in this maize, we can see the presence of what? Endosperm. Storage of food material takes place where? In the endosperm. So that's why it is known as endospermic seed. Okay, so this is the endospermic seed and it is an endosperm. Below this endosperm, what we have? We have single cotyledon. So this is the single cotyledon what we are seeing here. So this is the single cotyledon. So single cotyledon of this monocot, what it is known? So what it is known? It is known as scutellum. Single cotyledon of the what monocot seed is known as scutellum. What it is known? It is known as scutellum, and it is contact with the what? Endosperm through the layer. So it always it has the contact with the what? Endosperm through this layer. So another, so this layer what you are seeing, so this it is contact with the what? Endosperm. Understood? So this is about what? Cotyledon. So another thing what you are seeing in this cotyledon, we have that is a coleoptile. So what is this coleoptile? So this coleoptile is nothing but it is a covering which is present on this plumule. So it is usually it covers the plumule. Plumule. What is this plumule? It is a embryonic shoot. Plumule is the embryonic shoot. And here another side, that is upper side, we can see the coleoptile, so which is the sheath which covers the plumule, and plumule is the shoot apex, or it is an embryonic shoot. Later it develop into what? Shoot system. So below we can see the presence of what? Radicle along with the coleorhiza. So covering of this radicle is a coleorhiza. Covering of the radicle, it is a coleorhiza. So this coleoptile and coleorhiza, what is the function of these two? They will give protection to the embryonic root and shoot. Understood? So coleoptile give protection to the shoot, that is embryonic shoot, whereas coleorhiza give protection to the where? Embryonic this root, or it is a radicle. Understood? Okay, so this is about what? This is about structure of monocot seed. So this is the structure of what? Monocot seed. Hope all you understood about this. If you have any kind of doubt, you can ask. Thank you.